Man, you've written some great songs.
Indeed.
But before we talk about what you're doing now and all that, I read this in the papers this week. I want to check if it's true. Simon Cowell phoned you up, offered you the job to be one of the X Factor judges in this current series.
Yes, he did, to replace him, yeah.
What a, I imagine, an unexpected phone call to receive.
Yeah, well, because he's something to do with Sony Records, and I've got friends there, and somebody phoned me and said, Simon Cowell's after your number, shall I give it to him? And I said, OK, all right, whatever. And,
did you think what he might have wanted it for? What did you think he wanted it for?
I thought initially he might have wanted a song of some description, which is what I do, you know, and I was like, you know, all right.
OK.
And then I thought he might want us to sit in on, you know, like they do those where they have a guest thing for one show, in Manchester or something. So
and they're going to cover the music that you wrote, maybe.
I'll do that. I'll just put a lot of fat people through or something like that. You know what I mean?
That's good of you, that's good of you.
Turns out he calls anyway and he says, oh, no, we're rebranding the show next year and, you know, we need an alpha male. And I was like, OK. And he said, oh, we need someone to replace me and your name's come up in the, you know, in the meetings. And I was going, nah, you don't really want me to do it. And he was very, very insistent for a good 20 minutes. But I was in on my own with my 4-year-old son, Donovan. And he was kind of watching something on the telly and he was following me around the kitchen going, can I speak to Simon? Kind of on the phone going, play your pirates, come on. And he was going, and in the end he was crying going, I want to speak to Simon. And Simon Cowell's going, have I called you at a bad moment?
You make Simon Cowell a lot posher than he actually is.
He's so posh. But then when I told, obviously I couldn't do it, I didn't want to do it.
Were you tempted though? Were you tempted for a little...
No, they don't want me on that show. I'm useless at that.
You like the show though, don't you?
Yeah, well, I was the one shared experience, me and my imaginary 11-year-old daughter who's sat in here. We have on a Saturday night. I don't mind it. People take it too seriously about its effect on music and that, I think. But my 11-year-old, she freaked out when I told her I wasn't going to do it. She was like, because she told all her mates at school, you know. And she was just like, well, you're going to do it. And I was like, I don't know. So when I came and I blew it out, she went, but it's the X Factor!
Presumably, I mean, she...
I said, I know, but Louis Walsh.
Well, even an 11-year-old has no argument for that.